Welcome to Blind Level Tech. This isn't just accessible tech talk. This is technology on a whole new level. We're showing you just how possible it is to live the life you want.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Blind Level Tech. I am your host, Evan Starnes. And this week, we're going to continue our episode with Gable Mead. This is part 2. If you have not listened to part 1, I would strongly encourage you to go back and listen to it, as it really goes into his personal history as a blind gamer and some of the games that he enjoys playing and some tips and practical advice for those looking into gaming themselves. But this week, we're going to talk primarily about the annual Sento Showdown tournaments. These are blind and low vision only Mortal Kombat tournaments, and I don't really want to, say too much about them because, well, we talk about it plenty in this week's episode. But I will link to the Sento Showdown tournaments page in the show notes. Enough pre-show mumbo jumbo. Here is part 2 with Gable Mead. Let's really talk about the Sento Showdown tournaments that you host every year, because you guys are on your 5th one now this year. How did that all even start? Its inception is really cool, the story.
Yeah, so I've been a part of a blind gaming community online for several years now, and we call ourselves the Blind FGC, the blind fighting game community. But we also welcome anyone who wants to play any other game, and not just blind people either. But we're called the Blind FGC because we play Mortal Kombat with each other. We play Street Fighter. We play all the other fighting games. And I've been friends with these guys since around 2018, I would say. When I was entering college. I had found a player online who goes by KH Rattlehead. His name is Carlos Vasquez. He's okay with me saying that. and I found him in the same way a lot of other people do. They Google blind gaming on YouTube and they find this clip of Rattlehead at the 2013 Evo tournament, which Evo is like one of the biggest fighting game tournaments in the world. It's held in Las Vegas every year. And Rattlehead went there fully blind, and he played in a Mortal Kombat 9 tournament. The clip I saw is him playing against a pro player who went on to win the whole tournament, I believe. And Rattle loses the set, but the thing was, it's just super impressive that he went there, he traveled to Las Vegas, and he entered this tournament, and he played against the guy who wins the whole thing, and he loses convincingly. And it's still one of the most impressive things you can see. And Rattle has been kind of like the blind gamer, at least in my circles. There's plenty of blind influencers and such, but in the Blind FGC, Rattle's the guy. And I was very fortunate to become friends with him, but that came out of me seeing that video, looking him up on Twitter, seeing his DMs were open, and being like, "Hey, you want to play some games?" Injustice 2 was out at that time, and it's like, "You want to play Injustice 2?" And he didn't respond to me for like 3 months. And I'm just giving him a hard time, but I played with him, and that was my first time playing as another blind person. I was so ecstatic. I was like 17, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, there's other people like me doing this thing." And so I met him, and I started being married with him. He started inviting me to games with his other friends, and we just started, created this friend group. And around COVID, we were all in lockdown and just trying to find stuff to do with our time. And we decided that we want to do something for our community. We wanted to create a totally blind and visually impaired exclusive Mortal Kombat tournament. And we took it very seriously. We are making sure that all the logistics were sound. that streaming was going well. Rattle streamed anyway, but like we wanted to have graphics. We wanted to have intros and
like transitions
webcam set up for our commentators.
Oh, that's awesome.
We had a launch trailer that I wrote, and we hire an editor named TQT who's done all our trailers, and we took it very seriously. We planned very meticulously for months. Like we probably decided around January or February 2020, and then we had Sento 1 in late June, and we announced in like April 1st or 2nd or whatever it was. So we gave ourselves like 4 months of planning, and then like another 2 months of like marketing and getting people to sign up and everything. And it was super fun. We played Mortal Kombat 11, and we've held it annually ever since. It's just been incredibly fun. It can be a lot like being so meticulous about our planning, but like the reason our events have gone off so well is because
you guys were so meticulous.
Yeah, I'm so thankful to have a very passionate team working with me on
Absolutely.
it. We have Rattle, and then we have our other three members, or other members, including me and him, are Captain Earshot, who was our 3-time Sento champion for seasons 1 through 3. He won all 3 tournaments, just an absolute monster. And then Yorsins and Baronson, those are the other guys in our group. We're the organizers, and then we've expanded to have volunteers that we work with who like provide side assistance, helping like seat and create brackets, chat moderating during the events. And even like starting off, we had a really exciting development where like season 1, we were sponsored by Microsoft Accessibility, and they gave us a free Xbox One to give as our first place prize.
And they let you stream on their Twitch channel too.
Yeah, for season 2, we streamed on the Xbox channel, the official Xbox Twitch channel. And season 1, like during the tournament, we got there's this thing in Twitch called raiding, where a different user can send, when they're done streaming, they can send all of their viewers to a different channel to like raid and give them all the views. And when our tournament was going, NetherRealm Studios, the developers of Mortal Kombat, had rated our channel with their viewers. We had like an instant like 300 viewer spike, and that was really cool. And so yeah, we've done it. We did 3 seasons of Sento Showdown with Mortal Kombat 11, and then 2023 we took an off year to do a different. It wasn't a Sento Showdown, but we had a different event called Con of the Hill. And it was more of a exhibition series where every week we had 2 streams of a 4-person double elimination bracket. And I think it was just 1 a week. We've done Con of the Hill a few times, but it was basically winner of these individual mini tournaments is invited to the finals of top 8 tournament at the end of the series. And so that was our kind of off year. It wasn't a full Sento Showdown, but we did Mortal Kombat X for that. And then we returned for Sento Showdown season 4 last year for Mortal Kombat 1, which was really exciting because having MK1 as accessible as it is really opened the door to more blind people trying it out and getting more interest in the game, which, just boosts our pool numbers. And season 4 was like a peak, like a really nice culmination of what we've been doing for the last few years. We, as I mentioned, I write scripts every year for our trailers, and then work with TQT to bring those to life. And like we've done different themes and whatever. But season 4 was really exciting because I was watching a friend of mine. He goes by Ross Miner, and he's a very popular blind influencer and streamer. And I was in his chat watching him play Mortal Kombat 1, and a guy pops in his chat, and his username was Alan Lee VO. And Alan Lee is the voice actor for Shang Tsung, who is the main protagonist of Mortal Kombat 1. And he was like, "Oh man, this is so cool! Like I don't know, it's so cool to see a blind person play this." And I asked Ross for the permission to plug myself and like to shamelessly plug. But I was like, "Oh yeah, like you should check out the Sento Showdown. Like it's a full like blind tournament." And he's like, "Oh, that's so cool. I should let Vic know about that. And Vic is Vic Chow, and Vic Chow plays Kenshi, who is a Mortal Kombat character who is fully blind, wears a blindfold, and uses a sword that's magic called Sento, and that's where we got our tournament name. And the very next day, after him saying that in chat, we have an email in our Sento Showdown Gmail account from Vic Chow saying, "Hey, do you have a tournament this year?" And so, I was like, guys, we need to start planning right now."
Like last minute scrambling, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because we normally like aim for like June, July for our tournaments, but this was like end of June already.
Ooh.
We hadn't had a tournament this year yet, or in 2024.
Yeah.
And so like we really worked to get everything set up, and it was amazing. Vic Chow had offered to do the voiceover for our trailer completely for free. Just an amazing gesture. It was so meaningful to us because like he's been playing one of our favorite characters for like 10 years. And you know, like we're small, like we all our funds go into our prize pots and like physical prizes for our Sento Showdown. Like season 3, I believe was the year we had a PlayStation 5 and those were brand new.
Right.
And so we had to pay a little on the extra, like the crazy, like a little bit on the price gouging, I believe. But like we do it for our community, you know? And so it was so nice for him to offer to do that for us. And I sent him the script. I was so giddy. He just did an amazing job. TQT edited like normal. This year for that trailer specifically, I recorded all the footage. So if you watch the Sento Showdown season 4 trailer, all of the combos or whatever, that was all recorded by me, and then we just edited by TQT. And then on top of that, not just getting Vic Chow to lend his voice, but I'm going to bring it back to Janissary, who I mentioned earlier. I reached out to her, and she provided audio description with her own voice for our trailer. We've always done audio description, I believe, for most of our trailers. I don't know if our first season did, but it's been a mainstay since. And it's normally just like we do it in-house with one of us doing it, normally Captain Earshot. But we got like an actual professional audio describer and, you know, the voice to do it as well. And it was like just this crazy thing for us. Like, I'm a writer. I have a master's in writing. And I got to like write for a professional voice actor, and that was crazy.
That's insane.
I peaked, you know, like we're
for sure.
Whatever we do next, it's going to be hard to top. And
yes.
So, but it was so cool. Like it was such nice gestures from them. And Vic even offered to, he watched our top 8 finals towards the end. And then he had offered to sit in with us, or agreed to, I think we offered or asked him if he would do it. And he agreed to sit in with our commentators and the 2 finalists of the tournament. So the first and second place winners got invited to a call where our commentators and Vic just kind of hung out for like 15, 20 minutes on stream. Nice. And had a chat with him. And that was super cool of him to do as well.
Those are so valuable too. Just like being able to small talk, you know, not even small talk, just have kind of a general flowing conversation. And I got to say, when is going to be the next Sento Showdown, and where can people follow and, you know, find you if they'd like?
So as of now, there is no official announcement for Sento Showdown 5. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Gotcha.
But to keep up to date with us, you can follow our Twitter page at Sento Showdown, SENTO Showdown. And we have a link to a Discord for blind gaming in our bio. You can join that and have like a community. Like I think it's like almost 300 people now. It's not just fighting games. We have people who are experts on everything there. Like I'm the Spider-Man 2 guy. My buddy TJ, he's the Diablo 4 guy. If there's a game that you want to know if is accessible, you check out that Discord and link up with our community, and we can definitely help you out. So Sento Showdown, when we're streaming, we stream it on Rattlehead's Twitch channel, which is at KH Rattlehead, I believe. Our Sento Showdown page is where our main updates go. We also do fun things, like I upload some combo videos that I edit together. And we have several projects in the works that I've been leading where there are customization or visual guides for different games. I've been using AI to do image recognition and my own like writing, editing skills to polish these descriptions and create descriptions for different fighting games. We have one for Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6. I've been working on them for Spider-Man 2 suits for a while. It describes the costumes you can pick. Mortal Kombat 1 particularly is huge. It's over 200,000 words, and it describes over 1,000 color palettes of different skins and almost 1,000 gear pieces. And so that's been a huge project I've been working on. That's been really fun. Those are always posted to our Sento Twitter. And we also have a website, www.thesentoshowdown.com, where there's information about our members. There is a events page that details the full last 5 years of Sento Showdown events with links to our trailers. And if we ever open up to merch or anything, we've done merch in the past, there's always a link on there as well. And there's also links to our socials. We have a YouTube as well where we upload past Sento events at Sento Showdown. And yeah, but for me, I stream on Twitch sometimes. You can find me playing Mortal Kombat, Spider-Man, or The Last of Us primarily.
Nice.
I'm at BlindSightBlue, BlindSightBlue. And you can find me with that username on pretty much anything. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everything.
Nice. Well, I think it's time for us to have our own little BLT showdown, and we'll go ahead and call it
The Sandwich of the Week.
Gable, if you're unfamiliar with Blind Level Tech, this is a little segment that we like to do because, well, BLT, so you've got to have some sort of sandwich joke or reference in the show, right?
Yeah.
Plus, it kind of diverts from the main topic of focus just for the fun of it. But that being said, my sandwich of the week comes from a newly discovered place in the Boulder, or more like Lafayette, Louisville area called Lazy Dog. So yeah, the quick brown fox has not jumped over it, but it's a barbecue slash, I don't know, it's like a barbecue place, and they have really good burgers. And so my sandwich this week is the All-American from Lazy Dog. It's a nice, simple burger. Got your good old, double patties, but they're really juicy. I feel like the way they grill their patties, they kind of add some crispiness to the edges a little bit, as it should be. They grill them on a gas grill. It's like, they're pretty good. Add some lettuce, tomatoes, and you got yourself a nice All-American from Lazy Dog. Gable, do you have a sandwich of the week?
Not one I personally ate. My wife did make one for herself the other night where it was just a Frankenstein of different things we had. She had made garlic bread out of like sourdough and used those as like the bread, and then used a slice of a Sam's Club like rotisserie chicken and then mozzarella, and made herself a nice little midnight snack. And I was like, that sounds pretty good.
That's wonderful. And we've got ourselves another BLT original here. I'm gonna dub it the Frankenwitch. That's what we'll dub it, the Frankenwitch from.
There we go.
That is wonderful. Well, that's incredible. Well, Gable, what a blast of an episode. Thank you massively for your time and for all of the information. You've definitely resparked my interest in gaming personally, and I hope you've I imagine you've done the same for quite a lot of other people listening to this episode. So I really do appreciate you jumping on Blind Level Tech, and I hope you had a good time with us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Evan. It's been really, really fun.
That's good. That's it's supposed to be.
I hope someone can listen to this and start a new hobby and join the fun.
And I was going to say, if you didn't have fun, we're recording all this over again. No, just kidding. But well, thank you, everybody, for listening to another episode of Blind Level Tech. I hope you have enjoyed all of the guests that we've been having. More to come, of course. And with that being said, if you've got feedback for us podcasts hosts over here at Aftersight, please send it our way at feedback@aftersight.org, or if you are more comfortable leaving voice messages, a good old voicemail at 720-712-8856. This has been another episode of Blind Level Tech, and I am your host, Evan Starnes, and I'll talk to you guys again next Wednesday.